Welcome back to Meets Wisdom, where we explore the intersection of ancient wisdom and modern challenges. Today, we're addressing something deeply personal that many of us have experienced: the pain of being hurt by someone we love. The sting of betrayal, disappointment, or heartbreak from a romantic partner cuts deeper than almost any other emotional wound. But how we respond to this pain defines not just our recovery, but who we become through the process. If you've ever stayed up at night wondering why she hurt you, or found yourself trapped in a cycle of anger and resentment, today's video offers a pathway forward, one guided by Stoic principles and emotional intelligence. Drop a comment with the word healing if you've ever had to recover from emotional pain in a relationship. Your experience matters, and this community grows stronger through our shared wisdom. Let's begin this journey together. The reality of emotional pain. When a woman you care for deeply hurts you, whether through betrayal, rejection, lies, or emotional manipulation, the pain can feel overwhelming. Your mind replays scenarios, searching for what you could have done differently or trying to make sense of her actions. As Seneca wisely noted, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The initial wound is painful, yes, but our continuous replaying of it in our minds multiplies that suffering exponentially. First, acknowledge this truth. You cannot control her actions, only your response. This core Stoic principle becomes your foundation for healing. The woman who hurt you made choices based on her own internal world, her fears, insecurities, values, and perspectives. While understanding this doesn't immediately remove your pain, it helps relocate the source of suffering from external circumstances to your interpretation of them. Comment below if you've realized that your interpretation of events caused more suffering than the events themselves. Type perspective. This simple awareness is transformative. Lesson 1. Emotional distance before emotional resolution. When freshly wounded by someone you love, immediate emotional distance isn't just helpful, it's necessary. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." What's in your power right now? Creating space for clarity. This means limiting or pausing communication temporarily, avoiding social media connections that trigger thoughts of her, redirecting thoughts when they spiral into rumination, engaging in physical activity to process emotions through your body. This isn't about running from pain. It's about creating the conditions where healing becomes possible. Like setting a broken bone before rehabilitation exercises, emotional distance sets the proper foundation. Remember, this distance isn't about punishing her or manipulating the situation. It's about honoring your need for clarity and emotional regulation. If you're currently creating this necessary distance in your life, type space in the comments. Supporting each other through this crucial first step matters. Lesson 2. The Stoic practice of objective assessment. Once you've established emotional stability through distance, it's time for an honest assessment. This isn't about assigning blame, but understanding reality clearly. Marcus Aurelius offered this powerful guidance. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Ask yourself, what expectations did I bring to this relationship that reality couldn't meet? What warnings or red flags did I overlook because I wanted things to work? What part of my identity or self-worth became unhealthily attached to her approval? What lessons can I extract from this experience that will serve my growth? Write these answers down. The physical act of writing brings clarity that mental reflection alone cannot achieve. Have you found writing to be therapeutic during emotional recovery? Comment clarity below if you've experienced this powerful practice. Lesson 3. Reclaiming your emotional sovereignty. A woman may have hurt you, but she cannot define your worth unless you surrender that power to her. The Stoics emphasized inner sovereignty, the understanding that external circumstances, including others' actions, cannot diminish your inherent value. As Epictetus said, no one can hurt you without your consent. While initially this may seem impossible to accept when deeply hurt, its truth reveals itself through practice. Reclaiming emotional sovereignty involves recognizing when you're giving someone else power over your emotional state, consciously choosing different thoughts when rumination begins, developing self-validation rather than seeking it from others, building a life rich in purpose beyond romantic relationships. This isn't about becoming cold or unfeeling. Rather, it's about creating an internal emotional ecosystem that remains stable regardless of external storms. If you're working on building this emotional sovereignty in your life, type FREEDOM in the comments. Your journey inspires others who are just beginning. Lesson 4. The path of non-retaliation. When hurt, our instinctive response is often to hurt back. Through cold treatment, revenge, speaking poorly about her to mutual friends, or even subtle social media jabs. The Stoics would advise strongly against this path. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury, taught Marcus Aurelius. In modern terms, don't let someone else's poor character diminish yours. Non-retaliation isn't weakness, it's tremendous strength. It means speaking about her with dignity, even when she hasn't extended the same courtesy. Setting boundaries firmly but without vindictiveness, refusing to engage in emotional manipulation tactics. Taking the high road even when no one would blame you for not doing so. This approach preserves your character while preventing the situation from consuming more of your energy than it deserves. Have you experienced the freedom that comes from choosing not to retaliate? Comment dignity below if you've walked this higher path. Lesson 5. Extracting wisdom from wounds. The ultimate Stoic response to being hurt is to transform suffering into wisdom. As Seneca reflected, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. The pain you feel now, if properly processed, becomes the foundation for deeper understanding. About yourself and your needs in relationships. About attachment patterns you may need to address. About the warning signs you'll recognize earlier next time. About your capacity for resilience in the face of emotional challenges. Journal regularly about what this experience is teaching you. In a year's time, you'll look back and recognize how this painful chapter catalyzed necessary growth. Consider creating a relationship wisdom document where you record insights as they emerge. This becomes a personal resource that transforms pain into tangible wisdom. If you've already experienced how past relationship pain eventually led to greater wisdom, comment growth below. Your testimony encourages those still in the midst of struggle. Lesson 6. Rebuilding with boundaries. As you heal, you'll eventually consider opening yourself to connection again. The Stoic approach isn't to avoid future relationships, but to engage with them wisely. Musonius Rufus, another Stoic philosopher, taught that we should not value most highly the absence of pain and pleasure, but worthiness. In relationships, this means prioritizing character and integrity, both yours and hers, over temporary emotional comfort. Rebuilding with boundaries means being clear about your non-negotiable values before entering new relationships. Communicating expectations transparently from the beginning, being willing to walk away when actions consistently contradict words, maintaining your individual identity and pursuits within relationships. These boundaries aren't walls, but healthy filters that honor both your need for connection and your commitment to personal integrity. Are you working on establishing healthier boundaries after being hurt? Type standards in the comments if you're committed to this important work. Conclusion: the Stoic heart. The journey from being hurt by a woman you love to reclaim your emotional well-being is neither quick nor linear. Some days will feel like significant progress, others like slides backward into pain. Yet the Stoic path offers a framework. Accept what you cannot change, take responsibility for what you can, and develop the wisdom to know the difference. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The woman who hurt you cannot control your future happiness unless you surrender that power. And today, through these Stoic principles, you begin reclaiming it. This community at Meets Wisdom stands with you. Share your journey in the comments below. Where are you in this process of healing? What specific strategies have helped you recover from relationship pain? If this guidance resonated with you, please support the channel by hitting the like button and subscribing for more content where ancient wisdom meets modern challenges. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Until next time, remember that your response to pain shapes your character far more than the pain itself. Stay wise. Before you go, remember to subscribe to Meets Wisdom for more life-changing content. Hit the like button if you found value in today's message. Share this video with someone who might be struggling with relationship pain. Comment below with which lesson resonated most powerfully with you. And if there's a specific aspect of relationship healing you'd like covered in a future video, let me know in the comments. This community grows through your engagement. Thank you for being here today.